Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we are going to review Apple stock. Um, Previously we have made videos on Apple stock, and what is important to note is that Apple hit the target we were looking at. So we were looking at for Apple to hit 182 to anywhere between $188 per share, and this seemed to have happened today, and in fact Apple closed lower for the day. Before we dive into our analysis, this video is for educational purposes only and it is not a financial advice. You'll have to do your own work. So for the disclaimers out of the way, so in previous videos we were looking at this level as the possible target because of a number of ABCD patterns completing here. So just to do a little bit of the revision, and please go and watch the previous videos in the channel, and you'll see where we go in more depth about how we achieve this. Briefly, it's completing an ABCD pattern here. So that is actually this amplitude right at the low of March 2020, and then the height or the highest point which we reached on in September 2020. You take this and you project it from this point here, and then what we get is about $188 per share. So that's one ABCD completing in that region. Then we had another ABCD, which is this ABCD. So this orange line, this line segment, you take this and you bring it here. So that completes right around the $182 per share level. Then we had some smaller ABCDs as well. And when we made the video, Apple had actually reached this level of 1.618 Fibonacci expansion of this point, and pulled back here. And at that point, what we were discussing was that we are looking for the price to pull back, and we discussed two scenarios that if it is going to be a shallow retracement, then we were looking at this 38.2% retracement, and then that meant that it's a strong trending market, and the move off of it would be quite strong. And the other point was that perhaps it will retrace down a bit further and go down to about 61.8% retracement level, which was coming at around 150. So what happened was that the stock actually retraced to the 38.2% retracement level, which is around here. And if we take the simple ABCD of that, then that goes to around $190 per share level. So what we are looking for at that point, and which seems to have happened today, at least we reached that $182 per share level. So this is the target zone which we are anticipating that the stock was likely to hit between 182 to $188 per share. What is also important is that actually Apple did have a pullback here, and it has actually closed lower right into the if you look at the candle, it's in the lower range. So that's a pretty strong move down. However, Apple is also about to reach about $3 trillion in valuation, and don't quote me on it, but I think if it goes in the region of about $182.60 to $183, it will have a valuation of about 3 trillion reached. Maybe it's possible that price kind of in this region consolidates, and we have some key events happening with the Federal Reserve coming out on Wednesday with the FOMC results. So what to anticipate next? Um, what we are watching for is if there is going to be at this stage at least a pullback, then how far could it go? So this was the pullback which had taken place a few days ago. That comes around $170. So we are not that far off from that level. So that's about 100. We are around 175 right now. So that's only about $5 from the current levels, and it could quite easily pull back to another $5. Then if we look at the next kind of correction which we had was from September to beginning of October was of this magnitude. And if assuming that this is the kind of the high around $182 mark, then we would expect a correction around 262. Let's also check the Fibonacci levels around here. And yes, so we get around to 165 to $163 region. So that's possible kind of first target if price is going to pull down further, because it's also a ABCD completion of a larger cycle here, ABCD. It's possible that actually the price pulls down further. And if that were to take place, then just as a first step, we are drawing a Fibonacci retracement level, assuming that this is the high. Then we are looking at about $132 kind of the region where the price can actually pull back. And if you look at the structure from the structure perspective, around the support comes around 145, and of course there is going to be some minor support around here, $155 level, and then further support in this region of 145 to about $140 region, but the Fibonacci number comes around $132. So that's what we are looking at. Apple did reach the kind of price target we were looking at. That's around $182 to $188. It hit $182. The price closed lower. Let's also take a look at the volume, what sort of volume we had on this Apple sell-off today. So looking at the volume, it's it's what, 152 million, 152 spot 36 million shares traded. So it went down in fairly high volume, and so that means that perhaps there is further selling to happen. And as we looked at the kind of areas we are looking at is about $170, which will be kind of equivalent to this pullback. Then the pullback in this ABCD was equivalent to this, so that will bring us down to around $163. So 165 to $163, because 165 is also the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement of this low. So that's what we are watching for this level. And when the price reaches there, if it reaches there, we'll have to look at the price action and then evaluate the next step. So we'll move from one step to the next step, purely based on what the price is will do, and we'll evaluate the price action. So thank you very much for watching the video, and if you like the analysis which we do, how we look at the stocks from a technical analysis perspective, and also incorporate Fibonacci values, then please do subscribe to the channel, and also hit that bell icon level so that you're aware of any future videos which we post quite regularly. And thank you very much for watching again, and good luck and good trading. Bye.